kill them all.
Yo, what up? It's your man DJ REVO back here with another video. So y'all gonna let me finish? Y'all gonna let me finish my intro? Y'all don't even know what happened, so just chill, okay? Let me figure out what I gotta say to make y'all understand, alright? Alright, here we go again. What up? It's your man DJ REVO back at it again with another video. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys have been wondering where I've been, so I'm going to tell you exactly that. From July 15th all the way up to this past weekend, I was in Virginia Beach visiting a friend and her boyfriend for her birthday. So I'm going to tell you guys the story. All the way from the flight out to my midpoint, all the way to actually get into Virginia, the partying, all that good stuff, and my journey back home. For those of you who don't know, I'm from Aurora, Illinois, which is about 45 minutes out from Chicago. That being said, I had to take the American Airlines at the Chicago O'Hare Airport. Now, I will say that they were very helpful, except for the baggage. These motherfuckers made me throw away my lotion. Do you not understand how valuable lotion is to a black person? Had me feeling rushy and shit at the goddamn airport, man. Whatever. So I finally get on the flight. It gave me a chance to actually settle in and really sink in the fact that I'm actually flying out, because this is my first time flying ever. But what made it better, I was sitting by two really cool people, which I'm pretty sure were drunk before they even got on the flight. But that's none of my business. Nigga, where is my tea? They gave me the window seat because I told them it was my first flight, and they said, hey, why not? Give them the window seat. So then we take off. And it is true that when you take off, your ears do pop. It does for some people and it doesn't for others. But for me, my ears popped, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Plus I had headphones on, so I didn't really feel it. And actually the flight was smooth. So smooth that I actually fell asleep. And by the time I came to, we were already in the clouds. I thought I died. I've always told people that if I was ever gonna take a flight, I was gonna fall asleep. Just in case the plane goes down, I'm gonna be asleep already, so I won't even feel it. It was clouds everywhere. You couldn't see anything out the window. So that lasted for about 15 minutes, and then the clouds cleared and we were over like the Great Lakes, and it was so high. It was really fascinating to me. It was just a wonderful experience. So then we land at my layoff point, LaGuardia Airport in New York City. For those of you who don't know what a layoff is, it's basically the halfway point to your next plane to get you to your final destination. Now on the way in, I'm seeing the Brooklyn Bridge. I didn't get to see the Statue of Liberty, which really pissed me off, but I will see it one day. Get there, check my departure time, and it comes to find out that my plane was canceled. So I'm freaking out because I'm in a whole nother state and I know no one there. So I call my friend Leah and I tell her like, yo, my flight's been canceled, and she's like, oh boy. So I'm like, oh boy, what the fuck do you mean, oh boy? So she's like, I'm 6 hours away in Virginia. I don't know how to get to you because right now I'm at work. So I'm like, oh my gosh, right? For real. So she said, go to the desk and tell them that your flight's been canceled. They'll give you another flight. So I went to the desk, you know, we mingled, talked a little bit, and they tell me that the next flight out to Norfolk, Virginia is 8 o'clock p.m. the next night. Now mind you, when I get there, it is about 7:30 p.m. So I have to wait a whole day for the flight to get there. So I'm basically stuck in New York for an entire day, don't know anybody, just chilling. So I said, screw it, I'm gonna go walk out and see the sights. I didn't see much. And I would have got a taxi, but I didn't have enough money to get a taxi because the brother had to eat. So I just, you know, walked around where I could, and I eventually went back to the airport. So I was chilling. They gave me a cot to sleep in at the airport, and called my mom, she freaked out. Called my dad, he freaked out. Called my girlfriend, she's freaking out. So I'm like, freaking out is really not gonna help me right now. But at least they know I was okay and I can handle myself. So I was just snacking on lifesavers and watching Netflix for half the night, which I really didn't mind. So the next day rolls by and I got hungry, and this is the first time that I ever had Five Guys burgers and fries. Bruh. Let me tell you that Five Guys is amazing, okay? I think they love me for some reason. I don't know. I fell in love with them because I love fries. And so I ordered some fries with a burger, and not only did they give me fries, they filled it all the way up to the top. Not only did they fill it up to the top, they took a tin bowl, scooped up some more fries, and then dumped that shit in my bag. Come here. Bring it in. That'd be the best meal I had ever since I landed in New York. So after, I just mingled with people, bought souvenirs, and, you know, walked out a little bit, got some fresh air. Then my flight finally gets here. So I get my boarding pass, and my boarding pass says priority class. This means that I get first class seats. I walk up, show this fine ass Asian flight attendant this boarding pass, and she says that I am the first seat. Now at first I was a little skeptical about it. Let me put this in perspective. Let's say that, you know, the pilot falls asleep and we're going down. We're gonna go nose diving. Now aside from the pilot being the first one to go, who's the next motherfucker? Me, because I'm in the first seat. But eventually I get over it because the Asian flight attendant is sitting right next to me. So I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, let me get your number though. She was really nice, really sweet, gave me some soda, asked me what I needed, anything, and it was cool. So we fly out from New York and we land in Virginia, and my friend Aaliyah, her boyfriend Steven are waiting for me. You know, she tackles me, and that shit kind of hurt because she got that Navy strength, and yeah. So Aaliyah, don't do that shit again. So I get to her house, and I'm immediately met by Aaliyah's dog, Aria. Now I like Aria, she's cool and everything, she's alright. So they give me an air mattress, fall asleep, wake up the next day, and I am met again by Aaliyah's roommate Sam's dog, Lace. Now I like Lace too, but he is a little aggressive. And with that being said, I am probably never gonna get a dog. Never. Because those two together are like two little kids. I already have a daughter. I'm not trying to deal with two other kids. And the difference between a dog and a child is that a child can eventually speak English. So I gotta figure out what they're trying to say. They can gesture it to you, but for the most part, you don't really know what they want. So I wake up and the first thing I do is go to the beach. I am in the Atlantic Ocean. It is amazing. The sand is like so clean, way better than any Chicago beaches, if that's what you want to call them. And it was so peaceful. I had a chance to just sit there and just reflect on life, and it was just an unforgettable experience. And I did that for about 2 or 3 days. I had a lot of thinking to do. And I finally met Sam. Sam is a cool person. She's great to be around, awesome to party with. So she basically showed me around town when Steven and Aaliyah were away doing their own little thing. So we went to the club. The club was jumping. I've never seen so many people at a club. It was amazing, and they were cool. No fights broke out. Sam got me into the VIP section. Hi, nigga.
You the real MVP.
And then the next night, I went to my first college frat party. Bruh. It was a small house, and it had to be at least 150 to 200 people in this house. Not only was it hot, but it was amazing. And I'm talking about drinks everywhere, partying. It was very diverse, amazing. I wish I went to an actual university because this was just, it was awesome. And everyone was real chill, fun to be around. Oh my God, I cannot stress enough how cool it was to go to Virginia. Not only did I get a chance to party and reflect on life, I actually went to my friend Aaliyah's and Steven's naval base. Aaliyah works in the office and Steven works on planes. And it really gave me an insight on what it is that you have to do when you enlist in the Navy, because I've always had like this thought in the back of my head that I wanted to join the Navy, and it's still an option, but it's not my first option. Obviously, I have YouTube and I have you guys that really keep me going. Also, I think that by me enlisting in the Navy, that I will be a part of something bigger than myself. I will be working towards a bigger cause. I will be working towards a bigger cause and really working towards the bigger picture of things. But that is a thought that is not really a priority right now. You guys are my priority. So finally, I had to say goodbye to everybody, and I had to go fly back. Now, I will say the flight back from Virginia to New York all the way to Chicago was definitely a lot quicker, given the fact that my layoff wasn't a whole day. So that's all good. But the best part about it, no one from home knew that I was coming back so soon. So when I get back home, I had to take a cab to get to the train station. Now, to my knowledge, the closest train station is in downtown Chicago, because I always take the train to downtown Chicago to go to the beach. So I always think that's the closest one. So the cab guy drops me off at Randolph Station, which cost me $40. So I get to Randolph Station and I ask, when is the next train out to go to Aurora? They tell me there is no train to Aurora at Randolph Station. So eventually he tells me that up the street there is Union Station and they have a train that goes back to Aurora. And he showed me a map of how to get there, but it kind of blew away out of my hands when I was trying to look at it, so I didn't really have it. So he tells you just go straight down Randolph and I'll hit Canal Street and the Union Station should be right there. So I'm walking and walking and walking till one guy stops me just to say hi, how I'm doing, and I asked him where's Union Station. He tells me that it's back that way. I was going in the wrong direction for a good 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm like, are you serious? Mind you, I have on 2 backpacks. I have one up front and one in the back. So I'm fucking locked down right now. So I turn around and I have to go back where I came from and really retrace my steps. I had to go back, get on Michigan Avenue, then go up Adams Street, and then bam, I finally hit Union Station. And when I get there, it's crowded. I'm thinking that I'm not gonna make the train in time, and some guy taps over, he's like, you can use your credit card to go buy a ticket. So that really chipped down a whole bunch of time. So when I bought the ticket, find the train, luckily it's like 2 minutes before it actually takes off. So I get there and I chill. I'm coming home. So I get to Aurora and I had to take another cab to get to my girlfriend's house. Mind you, she doesn't know that I'm coming home. So I tell the guy to take me to this address. He said, I know exactly where it is. I'm like, how do you know exactly where it is? I don't know what it is. Maybe because he's a cab driver and he knows the area. That's what I'm thinking. So he's driving. I tell him, don't drop me off at the specific address. Drop me off at the corner. So he drops me off at the corner. I walk up and I see my girlfriend's mom in the window. And I tell her to just open the door. So when she opens the door, I walk in the room. And I'm immediately hugged when my girlfriend sees me. And the best part about it is my daughter is sitting right over there. She was really happy to see me. Picked her up, gave her a big old hug. It was great. It was an amazing thing. And everyone else in the family was happy to see me too. So, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. This is man DJ REVO signing off, and I'll see you when I see you. Deuces.